This is the AllTerra experience. If you are looking for bench rest accuracy out of a lightweight hunting rifle, look no further than AllTerra Arms, located in Boise, Idaho. AllTerra Arms, formerly known as Axial Precision, makes high-end, quality long-range rifles specifically for the hunting market. The AllTerra experience is an opportunity to go down and tour the factory in Boise, Idaho. You get an opportunity to assemble your rifle and learn what makes AllTerra Arms stand out from the competition. It is truly incredible to see the workmanship that goes into these rifles and the attention to detail that AllTerra has for each and every rifle. We got to assemble the rifle that we picked out and designed specifically to fit our needs. We went with the AllTerra Carbon in 28 Nosler with a 24-inch carbon fiber barrel. This rifle weighs in under 7 pounds. We topped it with a nightforce ATAC-R 5-25x56 rifle scope. It has a TriggerTech diamond trigger set at about 1.5 pounds. AllTerra Arms spares no expense to make the most accurate rifle possible. If you are looking for the cheapest rifle you can find on the shelf, then this rifle isn't for you. But if you want one do-it-all, high-quality, super accurate rifle, then this rifle will fit your needs. We started our morning at AllTerra Arms with an overview of their innovative stock design. This 6-layer carbon fiber stock is extremely ergonomic and comes in at a base weight around 24 ounces. It is extremely durable and rigid when needed, but lightweight and comfortable to use. The negative cheek comb really helps to keep your eye on the target through the recoil impulse. The palm swell feels great in your hand and is perfectly positioned for maximum comfort. The camo pattern offers a great finishing touch to this lightweight stock. AllTerra does make pre-fit stocks for many different actions if you're in that market as well.
The shell and how lightweight that is with no fill in it and how strong it is. Like, you cannot break that thing.
We figured out a process to make it less seamless. I mean, you do see, you know, a small seam on the bottom here, but I mean that's the carbon fiber. This is how it comes out of the mold. This isn't sanded down and filled in or anything like that, and then a layer put over it. This is what it comes out of the mold as. Okay. And then of course the sponge patterns, you know, they're put in so they kind of cover over some of the carbon fiber.
Move on to another little bit of the technology while we're putting this together. Instead of just using the threads to align the barrel to the receiver, we actually have dual tenons that we cut and we machine these to a precise diameter.
It also gives you a more homogeneous barrel connection. So the ideal world, the barrel and the receiver would be one piece. It would be two split. This gives you that a more homogeneous connection, so barrel harmonics are a lot more balanced. You see less width, you see a more donut pattern shape going down and back, and so it brings all your nodes closer together.
The first part of the rifle assembly is to thread the receiver onto the barrel. The dual tenons on the barrel threads ensure a snug fit with perfect alignment. We chose to go with 28 Nosler as our cartridge selection on this rifle. We wanted something that would handle any western big game animal. We also love the ballistics of the 28 Nosler round. We then used this machine to engrave the cartridge type on the barrel. We then moved on to finish up the receiver. There are different trigger selections, but any trigger that fits a Remington 700 style receiver will work in the AllTerra. We went with the TriggerTech diamond trigger.
Yep, that one's adjustable, and what we'll do now is we'll set this aside, we'll assemble your bolt, and then we'll test the pull weight and adjust if we want what we've got on the trigger. Blued flutes, Cerakoted handle, we've got M16 style extractor and dual ejectors, which a lot of other companies only have one ejector. These things, man, they will send your brass flying. So if you're not...
and they put it in the same pile. So you got the skeletonized bolt, and like you say, you got the blued flutes, but the rest of the bolt's actually coated with nickel boron. It's an 80 Rockwell coating that's also very, very slick. So any dirt and debris as you're cycling there, as it's clearing it, it's not going to be rubbing that thing off. It's not going to be wearing that thing down.
All right, so first thing we'll do, we'll put the knob on. Go ahead and screw that guy on, and then what we'll do is we'll clamp it right in here and just give it a little snugness there.
They are also able to achieve perfect alignment with a tenon on the firing pin body. They have also fluted it to reduce weight but still have enough inertia to have a good strike. The pin body is a larger diameter than most other designs to not allow the spring to snake as it's compressed, which leads to faster lock times, especially in colder conditions. With the firing pin installed in the bolt, we are now moving on to adjusting the trigger.
Go ahead and put the bolt in the battery, lock it down.
Yeah, I'd probably like to go lighter than that.
Okay.
This trigger was easy to adjust with an Allen wrench.
Well, now we're £1.5.
We recommend 2 pounds for hunting applications. It's all based on the person's experience with firearms, that sort of stuff.
One thing that sets AllTerra apart is the design of their action.
The idea is you want loose cycling, so debris and all that stuff can clear. Granted, we put that slick coating on there so you're not just binding up like you think you would or you do sometimes when you have loose cycling. But as that comes forward, it's going to engage that board and bump in the rear and lock up the rear. So now, down in the front here, we have 2 different diameters. There's a larger diameter in the raceway as it's coming in, and a smaller diameter here in batteries as you're coming over. So as you turn that down into batteries, so it's going to wipe those surfaces clean, and now lock up the front of that bolt on those 2 bearings. Yeah. But as you can see, it's designed so as it's going into those tight tolerances back here, it's wiping it. Same thing as you come back out.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference in a lot of things, reliability and accuracy. Mm-hmm. So, you've got that reliable bolt to the cycle every time. It's not going to lock up on you. The same thing with the firing pin inside not rubbing and touching on stuff is going to alleviate, like you've heard of frozen firing pins. Yep. Not going to happen. Well, I'm not going to say not going to happen, but it's going to take some really extreme temperatures, really extreme conditions before that could happen.
Yeah, a lot less likely for sure.
Right.
You've got your floor plate here. You've got a spring and a follower. This is just going to go inside here like this.
Once we got the hinged floor plate assembled, we were ready to mate the barreled action with the stock.
And that thing will be nice and snug, so you've got to get it pretty straight. Long one for the rear. Alright, well, minus optics and accessories, you've got yourself a fully assembled AllTerra Arms rifle.
I like it. Gorgeous. Now we move on to mounting the rail and scope.
We'll actually pull the bolt out. Lay a parallel in there. And then put a level on it. So then we can make sure the action's perfectly level before we level the scope reticle to that. Make sure that it's perfectly vertical. Level to level to level. 3 ways. And
there you have it. Your AllTerra rifle ready to go break in and start getting some rounds on it.
With the rifle fully assembled, we headed out to the range to see how it would perform.
Okay guys, that was our AllTerra experience, and now it's time to take it hunting. We hunted with this rifle exclusively this fall, and it exceeded our expectations. We harvested 6 animals, from 50 yards shooting offhand to 500 yards shooting prone.
What sets this rifle apart from the rest is that it has a 1/4 minute of angle guarantee with custom hand loads and is guaranteed to cycle in all conditions. If you are not satisfied within 90 days, AllTerra will replace your rifle or refund your money. So this rifle is built with a lot of great features to make it lightweight. Obviously you have the carbon proof barrel on it. You got a lot of things skeletonized. You got a skeletonized bolt handle, fluted bolt, obviously the carbon fiber stock made in-house by AllTerra. Just a lot of great things to keep it lightweight. It comes in, you know, right around that 6.5 to 7 pound range, without a scope or rings or anything. No, you know, without the bipod.
So it's a great platform to start with because it's already super light. It has bend trust accuracy out of a lightweight hunting rifle, and it's the advantages that we've seen so far. One of the biggest advantages is the magwell is very generous for the hand loader. We're able to shoot high VC, heavy per caliber bullets with this, and that's one thing that makes it pretty awesome.
Yeah, you can load them long, which is going to give you, you know, more room for powder, get your velocities up, get your bullets right up to the lands. You know, we're running these 195 burgers, 15 thou off the lands, so they're just right up there. There's not a whole lot of bullet jump, which obviously improves accuracy, but they still fit in the magazine well. You can get 3+1 in this rifle, and really you just need one. What in our experience, in all of the 6 animals that we harvested this fall, the bullet hit exactly where we were aiming at any distance. And that, you know, goes to speak for, you know, obviously the accuracy of the rifle, but the trigger, you know, lock times, the comfortability of the stock, and just how well it fits the shooter. Everything about it is comfortable, and all of that leads to great accuracy.
So it's been a great rifle for us. It's performed really well in every environment. This rifle really just covered all the bases for us, from backcountry hunting, strapping it on our packs, to hunting tree stands,
Bust and brush.
It's a great rifle for everything that we do. It's been just awesome.
We put this rifle through the paces this fall, you know, with weather. We had it, you know, at 5,000 feet in sub-zero temps for multiple days. Had frost all over the scope, barrel. This thing was cold, but it was ready to rock. no issues, you know, worrying about it rusting or anything. It's got the action Cerakoted beautifully. Obviously, you got the carbon fiber barrel. Everything about it is built for the extreme conditions, and that's what we hunt in.
Yeah.
We had it in snowstorms, rainstorms, you name it, and it performed flawlessly.
Yeah, that's a huge advantage when you're spending days out in the backcountry. My Remington 700, blued Remington 700, was a pile of rust in 4 days. And I forgot to pack oil, and it just got wet and nasty. So that's a big advantage to this rifle, not having to worry about it.
Yeah, this thing saw harsher conditions over the last few months than that rifle did in 4 days.
Yeah.
And I've never even wiped this down.
Yeah, yeah.
We've never even wiped it down from being wet or anything. We just didn't have to.
Yep.
And I will say, just the workmanship and the finish on this rifle is incredible. The guys at AllTerra know what they're doing. They do a great job in ensuring your rifle looks as good as it performs. The stock is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, the sponge pattern on the stock. I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. You know, just all the way down to the skeletonized bolt handle. Just extremely aesthetically pleasing. Just a great all-around rifle. I mean, the biggest thing is that it shoots. It just flat shoots. I've never seen a rifle shoot the kind of groups consistently that this does. I mean, we loaded up our first set of hand loads, and it was quarter minute every single 3-shot group at 100 yards.
And still was extremely accurate with some of the factory loads.
Yep.
What we experienced down there was just a ton of fun. Meeting the guys and having them go through, you know, every piece of the process and just spend the time down there was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you really learn what all goes into making a rifle like this.
Yeah.
They're not just cranking out, you know, 100 rifles a day that all shoot okay. They take their time, do everything perfectly to make sure this rifle will exceed your expectations.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was it, guys. That was our AllTerra experience. We hope you enjoyed this video. And thanks for watching.